What's up? It's Mr. Hanky, and you watching my interview on Fansite TV. I worked for everybody from Travis Porter, back in the day, Soulja Boy, Yin Yang Twins. Most recently, Young Dolph, Luke Nasty, Lil Duval, Snoop. It's a lot of people, yeah. I can tell you who I haven't worked with more than I can tell you who I worked with. We did the California record. I was just trying to find a new sound, a new way of approaching stuff, because I had such a ratchet sound at the time with the Walk Around the Club, Fuck Everybody record. And, you know, it was just very, I was just on that side. So I was just trying to do something different, and it worked. And when California hit, everybody kept coming for that feel, so it was just, kept going. Once I did the California beat, I want to say around the same time, once it really started bubbling up, that's when I did the beat for like On the Way and the Smile record. So I just locked in the zone and was just making it. So I literally got like a whole hard drive full of those type of vibes. Amazing. I mean, it's crazy, literally, because literally it all starts like, you know, you have a concept for a beat, and then it goes from that to the artist, and it's like literally two people sitting in a room, 2 or 3 people, you know, with the engineer and all that other stuff, and it literally starts, you know, from the beat to the engineer to the artist and now to the world. And just to see that idea start from like, man, that'll be a crazy beat or concept, because you could just play the music by itself. Matter of fact, the other day, Dave Chappelle I think he was in Vegas or something, and he was singing it, like, had the crowd singing it. It was crazy. So it's like overwhelming, like to the point, like people tagging you and stuff, like, hey man, check this out, check this out, check this out. And you just be like, wow, living my best life. It was just like a hashtag that I saw, he saw, and literally, you know, he was saying smile bitch for the longest. So it was just something that was just culturally brewing, and we just gave it a soundtrack. Issa Rae, you know, she did one with her friends. They was going to some yacht party the other day. I mean, the craziest one was like Mariah Carey, when the first record first picked up, and her and JD was in the studio. Like, that was crazy. Kevin Hart that was beyond crazy, like, and it literally, like, this record literally, normally, you know, you have to work a record for about 2-3 months. Like, literally, when we was in the studio, he went live, and people was going crazy to the record, and it's been, you know, playing ever since. We met through this DJ named Bebe out of Dallas, and I was doing a record for Bebe for 420. He wanted to release it called All These Drugs, had Zero on it, and it has this Luther Vandross, All My Love. It's like a remake of that, but it's saying All These Drugs for 420. So, and y'all go check that out on iTunes and everything. It's hot. We ain't shot the video yet. They shot pieces of it. I gotta send in my part. But anyway, literally, he was like, he called me up. He was like, yo, man, I want you to do this record when I drop it for 420. And I want to, you know, link you up with Duval. I want Duval to do the intro. So, cool. So we linked up, and we get to the studio. He does the intro like that. Like, one thing I can say about Duval, he's literally probably one of the most focused or put together people doing it, because he already knows exactly what he want to do, how he wanted to sound. So he literally went in there, did the intro, and we was sitting there, I was like, so, you know, the smile thing you doing? He's like, yeah, man, I'm trying to make a song to it too. Then I played the beat that is currently on right now, and that was it. He literally just started jumping around the studio, skipping like he is on stage. And I was like, that's it. You go, he had the, what's the other song, the Dropping Dick Off? What's the other song he had, What That Mouth Do? You know, so he's, you know, been doing this, but I think this is the first one that really just went like
Yeah.
You know, I hope they take them serious, you know. I mean, but you never know. Like, I know a lot of people didn't take it serious at first. Like a lot of radio people and a lot of DJs didn't take it serious until they saw the people reacting to it and people actually liking it. So, you know, if he just stays on that path, I'm pretty sure he will, because that's him naturally. He just naturally just a happy, cool person. Because you gotta keep in mind, there's a lot of people a lot of artists who've been like grinding for years, you know, like, you know, and they got their stuff all on SoundCloud and they doing all the other stuff, and then here we come with Smile, bitch. It's like, I had one dude, he's like, man, I've been doing this shit for 10, 12 years, and here y'all come out with that shit, and man. He called me about a month later, after the first initial meeting. He texted me like, it was like 8:30 on a Sunday morning. He's like, Snoop getting ready to record his verse right now. So I'm like waking up, I'm like, Snoop? Okay, cool. Cause I know they did the Killing with the Shoulders song and everything, so I was like, okay, cool. So I get it, and you know, the way Snoop filled in the hook, that wasn't on there at first. So he sent it in, I was like, oh, like Snoop went in. Like this is like Gin and Juice Snoop, like For Real Beautiful. What's the other record he had? Drop It Like It's Hot. Like I was like, this is like crazy. Like he sat down and did his thing on it, and then that was it. And he was like, man, I want to put this other part on it. I was like, what other part? And then he just bust out, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. But it hit, and I looked at the engineer, I was like, oh, that's the part right there. And that was it. And then Ball Greasy sent in his verses, and that was it. If it happens, you know, it'll just be a phone call or whatever, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like people think. It's like, yeah, we gotta come with another one. It's like, all right.
He has his TV show.
Yeah, he got his stuff, you know, and then, you know, so it's one of those things. It's a business. It's an on to the next type situation. Yeah. So if it happens, it happens. But you know, we'll see. It's a combination of both. Like, it's like you just gotta. It's more of an interview process. It's more of a getting to learn that artist and what they like first. Cause I don't want to be the type of person, you know, I could easily come in there like, you know, we're gonna do the song like this, but you have to really just let it flow more than anything. And that's why Smile works so good, because we just let it flow. And that's it. After that was done, then, you know, I go back and make my changes, or, you know, if something like that needs to happen. It's funny, it's like, it's really not hard like people think it is. Like, people just don't want to pay the money because it feels like sometimes it's too much money. But I think that's crazy. It don't even make sense, because these be the same rappers and artists, you know, pulling up in Rolls Royces and Bentleys and, you know, $1,000 pair of shoes and talking about how much money they got, but you don't want to pay $4,000, $5,000 to get a hit. You know, it just don't make sense. Like, you know, so it's really not that hard. It's just a matter of you reaching out to them professionally. Not you, but, you know, your legal representation, whether it's a manager, label, whatever. And, you know, reach out to whoever owns the publishing and decide, you know, send it to them. They decide of how much of the song they want. You know, they want some money, how much they want, and that's simple. I was talking with my attorney one time, and he was just like, man, you know, you've been making a lot of hits for these people, these artists and these companies and stuff, but I feel as if it's time for you to expand your brand, because it's not like it was 10, 12 years ago. You know, it's just one of those things. He was like, nah, really just think about expanding your brand, you know, coming out with your own records, your own artists. That way, you know, you can change the narrative. So I came up with the name Cultural Resources, because everybody's all about the culture. So I'm gonna provide the resources for the culture. So that's gonna be the name of the company. It's already done. I'm looking for hot artists. I've been working with a lot of people right now, and actually coming out with my own record. Soon as this Smile go #1, I got it locked and loaded. It's been those rare cases like, you know, Snoop and Dre, Snoop, you know, and Diddy and Biggie, you know, but they all brought their own artists out. So that's why they was able to bring their brand. So that's what I'm doing, looking for a nice, hot artist, about 2 or 3, 4 of them, you know, and just go. Because I can make hits with anybody, so that's easy. You know, I think it's the time of the female artist right now. Light-skinned Keisha.
Keisha Cole?
No, light-skinned Keisha. She gonna probably be like the next big artist come out the city.
Does she rap or sing?
She do a little both. You know, everybody do a little both right now, but yeah, those 4 definitely. It's not just gonna be music. Like, I definitely want to do like a couple of ideas, you know, just based on the culture right now. Like a couple of short films, go sell some stuff to like Netflix and Pornhub, and you know, just do it. You know, I want to do all that stuff. I think you got to do that. Yeah, you owe it to the culture to do everything.
Ride the way.
Ride the way. Y'all can hit me on Mr. Hanky Beat, AMRHANKYBEAT. All my information is on Instagram, all that stuff, or MrHankyBeat.com. Or you can get in contact with Fansite TV, ask for charity, you know. You gotta say charity and them, because otherwise she ain't gonna answer. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Lil Duval, Snoop, Bob Greasy, everybody over at Empire. Shout out to Clay. Smile Bitch is like #3 right now, and it's up 800 spins for what y'all don't know. That means it's plus 800 radio spins. So we're gonna be #1 real soon. And then once that happens, I'm dropping more new crazy hot music from, you know, other artists, my artists. It's gonna go crazy. What's up? It's Mr. Hanky. You just watched my interview on FansiteTV.com. Go watch it again, you know, so that these folks know that, you know, I'm popping out here in these streets.